Awesome! Welcome everybody to the Bright and Happy Q. Actually, I think it's Happy and Bright Q. So, not that it matters too much. It's just the way some people say happy clappy, some people say bright and cheerful, happy go lucky Q. There's so many of these out there, but the whole vibe of this kind of track is happy, and the whole emotion, I should say, is happy, bright, uplifting, positive. All those kind of things. Just imagine, a puppy playing in the grass. Simple as that. Very simple, very happy kind of cues. Small instruments, light instruments always do pretty well with the light kind of sound. If you think about what's the most happiest instrument you can think of, and I know for me it's ukulele. It's like I think in Hawaiian ukulele means flea guitar, means little guitar. I think that's what it means. But it's a very happy sounding instrument. It's very bright. You can do the same thing with acoustic guitars. It just takes down one notch of not being as super bright. You go with other electric guitar, you can still have the happy feel, and it's just on these different emotions. Like you can do happy cues, these happy and bright cues with electric guitars, just played in the right way, not over distorted, but like maybe kind of almost a little funky, or it's just creating the emotion. You got to constantly keep asking yourself, are these happy, are these bright, are these kind of those cues? So let's dive right in. I don't think we're going to be very long today. I think this one's going to be pretty quick. These are pretty simple to mix. There's a few little tricks I might show you that I might do with some of the stuff. But other than that, I think we already edited it on the first video. Go back and watch that for anybody watching this replay, and go back and watch the first video to get how I record all the instruments and my kind of thinking behind that. And I did edit a little bit, and so now we're just going to maybe do some tiny edits, maybe add some other stuff, but now we're in the mixing world. So everybody got their timers on. Let's see what it takes us. We're about 3:05, and I'll be answering any questions on the side. So if you guys say, whoa, what was that you used? I'll pull that up. So let's dive in. Oh, actually, I think this has to be on Zoom. Playback engine, yeah, it needs to be Zoom. There we go. Alrighty. And last thing I'll say too, for anybody in my master class group, I do have a few acoustic guitars and a few ukulele tracks available for if anybody wants to co-write on any. I just put them down, and I got some percussion there. It just needs the other elements. So if anybody wants to kind of dive in with a few of those, let me know. So I already did 2 of them, so there's 2 ready. So, all right, here we go. Let me share my screen. All right, here we go. So you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Hang on, I don't have the little square around it. There we go. That's better. And give me the thumbs up if you can hear it. All right, cool. Let's go from the top, and I'll show you what it sounds like from the very, very top. And I'm going to do some editing. As I can see, I already know that's a mistake right there, or that's just a note, so I'm just doing simple edits right now. just letting that play out there, just to make sure if I had any noise on any of these tracks, I'd have to get rid of. Sometimes I'll zoom right up and just see. You can actually see there's no little cracks or anything there. It looks like it's a nice zoom down, a nice fade out. So, and I didn't hear anything. I kept cranking up my volume in my headphones as that was fading out to see if there's any little, you know, as I was moving cables and all the kinds of stuff around. So awesome. Okay, let's jump in and just cleaning this up a little bit more, and then we'll start mixing it as we go. These were too loud. These are my strummed guitars. They're obviously too loud. So I'm just going to pull them down a bit. Now I just have an EQ. I still got some lot of lows in there, so I'm actually going to take that off. Yeah. So if you see it, I've got some, let's just pick out, there's some notes, there's like minus 20 dB, but there's all this low stuff that builds up. If that's on every track, your track becomes really muddy. Yeah, minus 20 all around there. So I've just got a high pass filter to get rid of some of that, some of those frequencies. We don't need them. There's bass in the guitar, there's bass in the song, and let's just copy that down to the other track. Now over here, I think I have a bit. I might even use this preset already. It's acoustic guitar clean. I already have 120 wound off. It actually has a little bit of compression set on it already. Not much. I like that. I'm just going to use that actually. So that's about, I like that level there. I'm just going to put a little bit more reverb on those. This is my reverb send. So I'm just going to put a little bit more reverb on those because they're not a big part, and I want them kind of just to feel a little bit further back, which is, that's what reverb does sometimes. It creates a little bit of distance. So I might need to edit these little melodies. I can even see that's out. So let me just quickly move some of these around. It might be okay. And there might be a little bit too much going on there. So I'm just going to mute these, see if that sounds better. You know, I mightn't even use that. I mightn't even edit it, and I mightn't even use that. Let's have a listen. Actually, I'm going to mute the shaker there. Maybe I'll just pull them down a little bit. I like those. guys, yeah, Scott's got a question. Would you ever go to a single track of uke here, or would you always want to keep that doubled? No, actually, that's another little technique. Sometimes I would actually go, let's try your technique. Let's actually just go down to a single. That actually might be really nice. So just during this part, let me get rid of the others. I just duplicated that for anybody who's not sure. And I'm going to go down to a mono ukulele. Let's hear what that sounds like. It's a good idea. I've done that quite a few times. Yeah, that could really work. Let's have a listen to the other one. Yeah, either one works. I think I'm listening on stereo here with my speakers. I think you guys are only on mono, unfortunately, with Zoom. But I think I like that. I like for this track. I like going to the stereo there because a lot of other stuff backs out. There are so many options you could do in here. This is kind of like the B section, so there's so many options there. So let's go with that one. But I use that quite a few times, so that's a great one. Good tip there from Scott. So and so I'm actually hearing. I want one more clap in here. So da da da. I want one more clap in here. So I'm just going to copy that and see if this works. Yep, that works, except I'm not going to grab the last one. I'm going to grab one that's a little further away so that it doesn't sound like it's the exact same last one that we just used. So let's try that. Yeah, that's way better. And we're going to edit those, do something fun to those claps. Cool. The shaker needs to go down a little. And I didn't want to put the shake, it comes default on this percussion one as the shaker out to the left. I wanted to just inside of the plugin. I just want to keep it more in the middle. Otherwise it's too far on the left and then the right speaker doesn't really hear it and it's too far out of the way. It's like the percussionist in the band is standing over the side of the stage just shaking his little shaker and it's like, does even the band even know you're allowed to be here? So I do like that extra clap. I want that extra clap in there. I keep hearing it in my head. So let's try that. Cool. We need to work on those claps. Let's just dive into that now. So I'm just going to create 2 stereo tracks to turn these into stereos. Actually, I'm just copying them because I got some other fun stuff I want to do on some of those. Okay, so here let's just put a little bit of comp on them, get an EQ, get rid of some of that low stuff. So that adds up. Look, -10, it's like really low, but there's all this low stuff in the clap. I don't want that. Those need to go to the drums. Alright, let's put a little bit of compression on these guys. What kind of compressor do we want to use? Let's use something we haven't used in a while. let's use one of these plugins. I haven't ever used these. One Knob Louder. That's pretty cool on the mix. Let's just put some reverb on them. So I'm sending it to the same reverb that most of my other stuff is going to. I like that, something different, and it's doing the job. It's kind of compressing a little bit, and it's kind of making it a little bit louder. That's what I wanted. I'm going to put a different compression on this one just to kind of make those claps really different. I want it to sound like a group of people clapping, and it was just me. It was just me clapping. So let's put, what do we got here? Let's just go to my standard, LA2A. So one other thing I like to do with the drums, which I don't usually do on heavy songs, but I want these claps to be really kind of, really want them to be punchy and really clear and really exciting, really excited kind of claps. So sometimes I'll do a parallel compression on this, and I'll do the 1176 kind of attack, a kind of trick. If you guys heard the difference there, but muting it, this is the parallel compressor, and it's the 1176 all in button, and you do 10 to 2 here. So this one's at 10 o'clock, this one's at 2 o'clock, and you do all the way down to 1, all the way 7. It's kind of a trick that's been used in a long time. The all button in for any 1176 is a great little trick to just squash it, and you turn it down pretty low, but I'm going up to about -16, but normally I have it around 30, and you just bring it up till you can kind of hear it, and then when you mute it, it drops out, it loses it. That's basically what you do with this one. So let's just listen. My drums are running into that, so the kick is actually pumping up a little bit too, but I'm going to turn that down a bit, the kick. And the kick here, I just have kick and hats, I believe. Now what I just did there, I copied it up to another drum kit. I'm going to do another kick up here through a different, I got Easy Drummer on that first one, and then this one is Addictive Drum. So I'm just going to pick another kit here and just see what that sounds like. It's not even triggering. Hang on. I like that sound there as well. I might even add that to the claps. So let's just create another track here. I'm going to add that to the claps. Don't add that. Let me move my claps up here. Actually, I'll just move that down there for a second. I like that. It had just that real crack to it that that I think will make those claps even more punch through. Oh, this one's coming through as well. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yep. Now it's going to come through here. Awesome. So I'm going to do one more trick over here to make that that B section a little bit lighter. We are going to go down to I'll just pull down one of them. And we are just going to put like a kind of a telephone kind of effect on that clap to just make it even lower, make it less bright, I guess. So when it does come back, everything feels really good when it comes back. And then I think I'll open it up when it comes to this part. And this reverb that I'm hearing a lot, let me delete some of those tracks. This reverb is a little too big. Concert hall. Let's go to a bright hall. Let's go to a room. Cool. So a couple little effects that I want to do on these claps, just something a little extra that I like to do is throw some Sound Toys has a really cool altar boy, which you can actually, and Microchip works well as well. You just change, kind of detuning these claps a little bit. So I just throw a little bit of extra on those claps. And just give it a little bit of put a little bit of compression on it. Last thing we're going to do, we're going to move these all a hair. So they're just going to come in just a little bit different. So I highlighted the whole track because these are exact copies of that top one. So we are just going to move it. Move everything just a hair. Just to make them a little bit fatter, a little bit bigger, like lots of people clapping. Get rid of those other ones. Let's get rid of these other guys. I'm going to move those up to the drum section so all my drums are together. Okay, now let's go back to that kick. Where was that kick we wanted? Here, kick and hats. Let's find a kick. Right there. Alright, cool. That's the idea, but I don't like that kit. What kit we got here? Let's go to the indie. I think there's an indie kit here. Like that, but I don't like that hi-hat thing. It's too closed. I wonder if there's another one. Pulling them in those main ukuleles. I'm just pulling them in a little bit, so it's about 95. Let's go down to 90, so it's not too wide. I want them to be a little bit closer to the center, and let's just put a little bit of reverb on them. Actually going to get rid of all the kicks at the beginning, I think. Just mute them all. Yeah, that's way better. Then when it comes in, it'll sound better. And we're missing a cymbal. So now I'm just going down to that bass. I'm making sure the bass is it's not too loud. So my go-to is always this emotional piano. Let's play around with some different pianos. I always use this all the time. Let's go with a different piano. Something that's a little bit brighter. Alicia Keys is always nice. I might just do Alicia Keys. Let's do a small setting. Small studio. Let's do a small studio. Oh, that's big studio. So I just got a little, I think it's a Fender Rose here. Oh no, it's just a, looks like B3, some sort of B3, something in there. Let's have a listen. That sounds good. Getting there. What else? What have we got here? Okay, so that's that's clap thing. Okay, there is one little clap. I'm going to put that there. Cool, I think we need a cymbal at the end. Let's just do we'll do another clap at the end here as well. Da 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 dum or something. Yeah, we'll do da da. Without that clap. Oh, I can hear that kind of that organ fading. So what I like to do is I just fade it, and I just hold that note all the way out. And this organ here. I do that with the piano too. Nice faded endings. Not fade out endings, but faded. Cool. All right. We are getting there. So let's just make sure. Cool, so we've been playing for a bit. I'm going to rest my ears for a second while I just get rid of some of these tracks here. We have acoustic guitars, we don't have any electrics. I think we have some strings, which is organ. I think it's going to strings, yep. LVs, which is the lead vocal, but lead melody for in this case. We've got bass, we've got drums. Alright, so we don't have a delay. I'm not going to use that too much. Drums, we've got bass, we've got piano. Actually, I think we don't have piano. Oh, yeah, we do. I thought we just had lead piano. Strings, we've got acoustic guitars, yes. Mix. Alright, cool. Let's keep moving on here. What else? We could put a little bit more reverb on those strummed out guitars. But the tails ring out a bit more. Let's actually EQ those pretty different too. Let's make sure they're really bright. Let's see. There is one other, there's not much sound up there. I was going to add this other plugin, which is really cool. It gives you 40 hertz, 40K I should say, but I don't think I'm going to do it here. I might do it further down. Might use that on the ukulele. Let's see. We're just going to add by plugin alliance. Where is it? Where is it? The Magnum. So over here you got 40K, which you can actually turn up the 40K, the air band, and you can crank it up. So it just gives it that little bit of extra air, which is good for this kind of track because it's very bright. So let's just see what that sounds like. But we put it on the ukuleles. I might put them on the acoustics as well. So there's not much frequency up there. This is, what's that, 10K, so it's about 20K up here. What's as far as we can go? We can only go 21, so 20K up there. So you can see it kind of tapers off, but I'm actually going to be boosting up another 20, which is probably over here, something, 40 hertz, 40 kilohertz. So we're going to be boosting that a little bit. And you can hear it a little bit. There's a little bit of air in the mix. Just creates that little bit of extra excitement just in that one there. So now I'm going to make sure that there's no low frequencies in any instrument but the bass and the kicks. So let's go from the very, very top. So over here, the kicks, and that's all we're going through. So I'm not going to touch anything there. The claps, it's taken out. Those claps are taken out. It's taken out. This is how you create a clean mix. I'm looking down here, the high pass filter, it's taken out about just a little on 200, it's about 250 I guess, and down, so that's fine. Another, that's the same, it's taken off. This one should be the same, yep, and I've taken it out there, yep, taken it out there. So, and the organ, yep. Piano, is it taken out of the piano? No. right, just taking out a bit more of that low mids. So those acoustics are actually going into the ukulele, which is fine. We'll keep that there. So let's just get rid of that acoustic track. All right, so let's start heading towards that mastering. Cool. I think we're getting ready to give our ears a break, so I'm going to do a quick mix and a quick master, and I think we're going to be wrapping this up. So in and out in 55 minutes or maybe an hour. So starting around 1:10, I'm hearing a string buzzing. Interesting. Let's have a listen. Scott's got great ears, so let's have a listen. 1:10. It might be a Zoom thing too. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's a delay thing. Let me turn this on. Piano, the way that piano's playing. Could be that distortion kind of thing on that Rhodes too. It has that buzzing kind of is it a rotary? Maybe the amp settings gives it a buzzing sound maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so if it jumps out at us, we'll come back to it. Sometimes Zoom has some weird stuff happening too, so yeah, I'll definitely be coming back with fresh ears tomorrow, and we'll nail what that is. Maybe it's a bass. Let me see the bass. I don't know. We'll definitely hear it if it pokes its head up again. So if it's me playing, I think it was my finger touching the near string to the Freddie, but it's not. but its use are probably not that. Yeah, it could be anything. Could be that little part in between. Let's have a listen. Might be the noise in between in the claps or something. Could be these. Could be something there. Anyway, we'll hear it. We'll hear it tomorrow with fresh ears, that's for sure. All right, cool. So keep going. Let's go ahead and keep with our mastering here, and I think we'll not liking that kick. Wait for it to come in. Down the kick a little bit because this song doesn't really need, it's more of a percussive kind of thing, so I don't want that kick really punching through. I want it kind of it's in there for the tightness and for kind of gluing and holding the whole song together, but it's not like a kick song where that's really driving, so I keep pulling it down a little bit so it just sits there for a punch, but it's not supposed to be big and loud. All right, let's keep going. these kicks in here as well, or turn them down. Actually, just turn them all down even more. Alright, so I'm just doing a fade at the end here. Oh, that's these pianos here. Cool. All right. So just making sure this ending is nice. Nice fade. Cool. All right. So there we go. That's the ending there, and this is the beginning. What I usually do is I'm in a 16 grid, 1 E and 2. Actually, no, that's 8. Sorry. So I just do a 16 grid. There it is, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. So I'm in a 16 grid. What I do is I usually go the 1/16 before the note. So that would be 4 E and R. So they'll be on the R. So that's where I start from when I bounce this down. So it'll be like, so it gives me a bit of space. And I always do this, always do a little beginning, and I know where that's at, because then later on when I have to bounce down, if they say, hey, can you give me something without the claps or something, I know I can bounce it down from the exact same spot because it's marked here. It's right there. Now you can do markings up here and wherever, but that's how I kind of mark that, and always do a little 16th before a 16th note before it. So we are ready to bounce this down. So let's go and save it. Oh, we have to give it a title now. Happy and bright. So this is going to be a bright song. So I'm thinking of positive things. Always looking up. I'm going to do that one. Always looking up. Always looking up. That's fine. That'll be fine. All right, so bounce it down. And a bounce. There we go. 1:45. Awesome, guys. So there you go. It's 4:04. So we're in and out in about an hour. So I see Scott there, Nancy's there. So there we go. So that's a bright and happy, or a happy and bright cue. Very simple, very easy. No worries, Kendra. Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with me as I was doing the cue. Very simple. And anybody who's seen a few of my live sessions now, you guys know that I do pretty much the same. Mixing just on its fundamental level, you don't need to get tricky and technical, and I could if I wanted to spend another 10 hours mixing, yeah, we could go to town and tweak all sorts of different things, and there's so many different techniques, trying different plugins, trying different all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, after about an hour, my ears are ready for a break. So I'm like, let's just bounce this to get this thing down. And sometimes on other tracks, I will just take the time and just explore different sounds and all different kind of fun things and stuff, all different kind of techniques you can kind of do. And then, but a lot of the time it's just like, let's get the song finished and let's get it signed and let's move on to the next one. So as you guys can see, it's very simple. There's there's only a handful of things that I'm kind of like going by, and the whole time I'm just listening to my ears, and I'm listening. What's wrong? What am I hearing that? Oh, let's fix that up. Or if I hear an extra, oh, I need another clap. That's what I heard earlier. So I like, let's add another clap. So just listening to your ear, and just keep plodding along, and you finish the track and you move on to the next one, and then that's how you set up yourself for doing this full time. So absolutely, Nancy said trust the ears. Yes, absolutely. So awesome, guys. So thanks for hanging with me. Any last questions from you guys, or shall I let you all go and have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, Steve, you mentioned at the beginning that you had a couple of tracks that you wanted additional elements added to.
Yeah,
Can you talk a little bit more about that, what you're looking for, and how to
absolutely.
get that started?
Absolutely. So yeah, anyone in the masterclass, which is yourself, so gets you can submit a track to the album that we do, and we send it off to bigger publishers to hopefully sign or pick and choose what songs and all that kind of thing. So I did a few extra ukulele tracks, and it's ukulele with a bit of percussion on it, and all it needs is the rest of the stuff, like maybe some hand claps or some glockenspiels, some melodies, some piano stuff, and finish. And it's like a 50-50 co-write for anybody who wants to kind of dive in on that. So if you want, then one of those could have your name on it if you want. You just let me know if you wanna jump in on that. Um, yeah, so that's the simple fact of it. Not much to it. It's just like a co-write. Especially helps for composers who don't play a ukulele or want to give me something else that I wouldn't normally go to that, and it's already ready to go. Let me just add piano and glockenspiel and maybe some other stuff. Mix it, done. So it's just a simple little way to kind of collaborate.
Cool.
So yeah,
Very cool.
very cool. Well, awesome, guys. Well, yes. Vicky says have a happy Memorial Day weekend. Absolutely. And I'm gonna let you all go, and I'm gonna start my weekend too. All right. Have a good one. All right. Bye.